Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Commissioner Stephen Kobishley is going to address you all shortly to provide an update on the ongoing investigations into the recent firearms incident. Lisa.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I want to give an update in regards to the series of media releases we've given this week, some of which has already been reported. Following the series of 4 shootings that took place earlier in the week, the Bermuda Police Service have brought together a significant number of resources to investigate this matter, but also to reassure local communities and be out on our streets, engaging with people, gathering information and providing them reassurance. So far, we have 4 persons in custody that we believe were directly involved in the shootings. There are other arrests planned which will take place over the next 24 to 48 hours. This is a very dynamic investigation where new information is coming to us all the time, and we thank the public for much information that they have already provided to us. And that's an issue I just want to address. Quite often when we go into communities, people are worried about saying something. They know what's happened, they don't want it to happen. In fact, they're sick of it happening, but they're afraid. What I want to say to those people is that they can speak with us, they can trust us, and they can speak in confidence, and we will not expose their identity, and we will make sure they're looked after. The thing that we can do on the information that they provide is stop the violence, stop the behaviour of a small number of young men who choose to act violently in Bermuda, particularly choose to use firearms. And in regards to firearms, I made mention earlier this week that we urgently need the public's help. We know that there are guns on the streets of Bermuda, and whilst they may be small in number, that's still a significant risk for local communities. And we want information about where the guns are that we used earlier this week. No matter how small the information is, no matter how you get it to us, we will respond. And if we can take those guns and if we can take that ammunition off the streets, then we will save lives and make sure people are protected. So I ask if anybody listens or sees me making this appeal, have a think about your families, have a think about your friends, have a think about your loved ones who may actually be involved in this, and do the right thing and actually call the police or provide information to us so we can take these guns away from the streets of Bermuda and make people safe. I'm happy to take some questions.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. You mentioned 4 persons in custody. I guess yesterday Superintendent Peter said that one 17-year-old male was in custody.
Yes.
Can you provide details on the other 3 people, gender, ages, which incidents in particular have they been arrested in connection?
I'm going to be quite limited on that. I can tell you that they're male.
Okay.
And they are residents of Bermuda, but at this stage it's inappropriate to disclose their identities or any further information. And as I said earlier, there are other persons now being sought and will be arrested and brought into custody. Because what often quite happens with an investigation is that we identify the principal persons responsible, but there will be many other people that are connected to this, people that are either involved in associated criminality or provided the gun, ammunition, or indeed are involved in other ways. And we will not rest until we bring absolutely every person to justice that's been involved in these matters.
You and Superintendent Pedro both mentioned that you are getting assistance from the community
Yes.
in regard to these investigations. I'm wondering what, if any, cooperation is being provided by the 4 people who have been arrested today?
Well, again, hopefully you'll understand why I can't say what's being said.
Yep.
And of course, information that is provided, we try and corroborate against other matters. I mean, clearly, parties on the other side of an interview table, it's a long, extensive process to be able to put evidence to them and actually seek answers for what they've done. And also a significant part of the inquiry is the forensic examination. I can confirm that several mobile phones have been seized, and we believe that those contain evidence relating to this. And of course that kinds of material can be absolutely essential to understand where people are, where they've been, and what communication has taken place.
Maybe my final question then, you said that there other arrests were forthcoming, I guess, within the next 48-hour period.
Yes.
you believe that those forthcoming arrests will bring into custody all persons involved with these incidents?
Well, as I say, my intention is I'm not going to stop until we address this issue. And of course, what happens is as we make one inquiry, it provides further information to us. It often leads to other things that we've got to do. And it might sound like a boastful statement, but I do want people to be, who are committing these offences, to be afraid and actually be really worried. Because if they choose to act in this way, if they choose that line, then the Bermuda Police Service will deal with them. And there's likely to be only one place that they will end up. So we need the public's help, and that's been forthcoming this week, and I won't be in the position where I am today and speaking to you without that assistance.
Commissioner, do you have the age of the males who were arrested?
I think probably the best thing to say is that they are young men, and as I say, Bermudian based, but I'm not prepared to say any more than that.
Under 25, under 30? Okay.
I think we're going to go for a numbers game there. So,
also, have there been any files sent to the Department of Public Prosecutions in relation to any of these incidents?
it's too early at this stage. I mean, of course, we will engage with the DPP's office on regular occasions and get guidance from them. But at the moment, this is an investigation that's owned by the Bermuda Police Service. And of course, we're working in partnership with the government's gang team, and we work in partnership with lots of other community leaders as well. But clearly it's our responsibility to firstly stop the violence, secondly understand what's taken place, and then thirdly make sure we're safe going forward.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or? Okay.
Thank you very much.